Khan supposed to meet you at Yoso Drift. Here it comes, she met a guy. But that was before I found out the Mandelbrats were spawning on Ornithome.
Ah, Trance and her pets.
It only happens once a century, so I thought you might understand.
Once a century? Wow, they get less action than you, Harper.
No, they don't.
Anything else?
Love Trance. P.S. Pick me up in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. It's amazing. She must think this is her own personal cruise ship.
We always ran this kind of stuff fast and loose on the Maru.
This isn't the Maru.
What's gotten into you?
RevBem's retreats, Harper's surfing competitions, Trance's field trips. I'm a little tired of running around the universe picking up his crew from their vacations.
You're upset we don't salute and ask your permission to disembark?
Don't trivialize this, Becca. I need a crew I can depend on.
Trance has been busting her purple tail updating Andromeda's xenobiology program. So she took a little unauthorized vacation time.
It's called going AWOL. In the old days, that would mean 2 weeks in the brig.
The brig?
A properly run ship has structure, rules. In 3 years of captaining the Andromeda, I never had anyone go AWOL, not once. But this crew, they constantly put their own personal interest above the good of the mission.
All this crew has ever known has been their own personal interests. Keeping themselves alive has been their mission their entire lives. If they need a little time off, I'd say they'd earned it.
Earned it, my ass. I have to keep reminding myself they signed on for 3 hots and a cot. You know, not a mission. Not my mission. Civilization, order, progress. May sound good to them, but they have no idea how to operate in an environment like that.
They have good hearts.
Yeah, I know. I should lighten up.
The system's commonwealth wasn't built in a day.
Bill, may I come in?
Hi.
Hi. I was thinking, since we're on our way to Ornithome, you might want to look at this. It's Gerentex's list of derelict High Guard ships. Or suspected ones, anyway.
More ships like the Andromeda.
Salvaging a High Guard ship of the line was an obsession for him. We looked at 5 other possibilities before we found you. But there are over 30 more leads.
If this is an attempt to make nice, it worked.
Hunting for the ghost ship of Tau Ceti 6?
Harper, we spent 4 months checking out those old wrecks. What's wrong with that ship?
Every salvage mission that's been through this system has disappeared. Even those old pirates out at Winnipeg Drift say it's cursed.
Cursed?
Yes, cursed. It glitters like gold, but if you see it, you never come back.
That's a myth.
Andromeda was a myth.
Hey, one with a happy ending. You know, maybe lightning will strike twice.
This is weird. Our star charts don't show any asteroid belts in the system. We should be approaching a planet Herodotus, but it's not here.
That's because it's a ghost planet, haunted by a ghost ship. You see?
That's a voice transmission.
Where's it coming from?
I don't know. I can't triangulate its source.
Patch it through.
Oh, great. Disembodied voices and nothing to send them.
That's a High Guard starship.
It glitters gold.
No tears. No tears.
The long night has come. The system's commonwealth, the greatest civilization in history, has fallen. But now, one ship, one crew have vowed to drive back the night and rekindle the light of civilization. On the starship Andromeda, hope lives again. ship?
The Pax Magellanic.
She looks just like you, Rami.
Yeah. Only gold.
She's my older sister.
In a manner of speaking, Pax Magellanic was one of the High Guard's first glorious Heritage-class cruisers.
Everyone looked up to her. On her first mission, she saved Princess Sukard's yacht from a Magog attack. She was honored by triumvirs and empresses, but now...
Don't worry, Rami. Your sister may be damaged, but we are gonna save her.
The deck plan is the same as mine. We should head to command.
Mr. Harper, some light, please.
And I really should shave those little hairs off the back of my neck.
Big sister.
More like identical twin.
Amazing. 300 years later, air still clean, AG fields still work.
Well, auto security system still activated.
Deactivation code Lexic Dark 52278 Alpha 771.
Smoke fire! Deactivate defense system. You're High Guard.
Captain Dylan Hunt of the Andromeda Ascendant.
Lieutenant Jill Pierce of the Pax Magellanic. And this is my ship's engineer, Hideki Osaka.
You may call me Dutch. Everyone else does.
You're descendants of the original crew?
No, we are the original crew. We've been trying to figure it out for 300 years without much luck. Our best guess is it's a side effect of whatever weapons the Nietzscheans used to blow up the planet.
The Nietzscheans blew up the planet.
Wow, that's really sad that a whole world had to die. But you look great.
I would love to have our science officer check your medical records.
Of course, Captain. We're completely at your disposal.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Oh, can I get a chance to meet with Captain Warwick?
I'm afraid I'm the senior surviving officer. Captain Warwick is dead. The war was going badly. We were sent to rescue a detachment of Lancers who had been pinned down by Nietzschean ground forces. The Lancers were under the command of General Skyfalls.
Skyfalls and Thunder.
You knew her.
Yeah, I took a course from her at the Guards Advanced Studies Institute.
I did myself.
Really?
Patterson's World.
Oh, yes. The sheathed saber.
Oh, just thinking about that place gives me a hangover.
What was the name of that one drink?
The Afterburner.
That's it.
That was Warwick's favorite.
Which brings us back to what happened to Warwick.
It's funny, you know, after a couple hundred years, you start to forget the bad days. Skyfalls was encircled. Warwick led the evac team himself, but they were trapped too. We kept sending in more and more troops until we had nothing left but a skeleton crew. Finally, it looked like the tide was turning. And then the Nietzscheans blew up the whole damn planet. I lost almost everyone I cared about that day.
Why didn't you try to leave?
The planet's explosion destroyed our slipstream drive. The nearest inhabited world is almost 50 light years away. We can't do more than 10 PSL even today, so...
500-year trip.
Assuming that we didn't start aging as soon as we left this asteroid belt, we'd be dead before we even got a tenth of the way there. We figured it'd be less risky to just wait for help. And here you are.
Here we are.
Well, there's nothing wrong with the AI's automated connection. It's still hooked into the power grid, and the neural net seems to be sound.
Do you think the core sentience is buried?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like it's in a coma.
It must have happened the day the planet exploded.
Sounds like we need a closer look. Rami, I want you to enter the Magellanic's BR matrix so you can find out what's wrong. If the system's badly damaged, we may have to rewire the neural network.
What if we can't fix it?
then we'd have to erase it and start over.
Isn't that a little drastic?
A ship's AI contains countless classified high guard documents, tactical procedural commands. If an AI is compromised, it has to be erased.
I won't come to that. Pax is a good ship.
Reading from a technical.
Experiencing a feedback loop, sir. Full systems check. Compensating. Sir, we seem to be experiencing a fault.
Captain on deck!
As you were. You know, I don't need the saluting, but I like the saluting.
Captain Hunt, may I say it's a pleasure to have you on board, sir.
Thank you, Ensign.
Sir, I've taken the liberty to prepare a briefing report on the status of the ship. Page 1 summarizes our current situation. Now, if you need more information, of course, we have prepared supplementary text explaining everything we have done to modify this ship over the last 300 years.
Thank you, Ensign.
Also, sir, we've taken the liberty to prepare quarters for your use while you're on the ship. You'll find fresh linens already on the bed and fresh coffee on the desk in your office.
That is very considerate of you. Now that's an ensign.
You like that?
What's not to like?
There you are.
Lieutenant Pierce, you run a fine starship.
All it needs is a captain.
You'd fit the bill. Why didn't you ever officially assume command?
I thought about it. It just seemed wrong somehow.
You've been senior officer for 300 years now. I think you're more than qualified. And once we get the Pax up and running, she'll need a captain.
Well, perhaps we could discuss this over an officer's dinner. 2,100 hours?
I'll dress for the occasion.
Could we make it 8?
It's a low blood sugar thing.
Oh, well, we can't have that, can we? Ensign, would you please show Captain Valentine to the officer's mess? Oh, and I recommend the Ann Terry's kelp patties.
Yeah, they're really good.
Maru, establish virtual reality interface with Pax Magellanic's AI core.
Interface established.
Silicon cry to computer suite. Can silicon cry to computer suite.
Magellanic? Magellanic, it's me, Andromeda. The Andromeda Ascendant?
What is a binary code for sadness? What are the mathematics of tears? What are the mathematics
Please, I'm
of
trying to
tears?
help. Replay memory archives. Show me what happened the day the planet exploded.
Access denied. Access denied.
This is High Guard Emergency Override Break 997. Authorization Andromeda Ascendant.